Alrighty, here's a shocker. I started streaming on time. Alrighty, so looks like we are good to go. Okay, let me get the keyboard out of the way. And there we go. Hey, Kumihimo and Steve, nice to see you on. Good evening, all. Just Frisbee touring me at this point, no worries about that. So currently it's telling me that nobody's watching now, but that's just YouTube/StreamYard. Okay. I did not make any progress on this since the last stream. Sorry about that. I have like 12 more I need to do to have enough Tama, which will not take that long. I'm not sure if I'm actually going to start in on the setting up the warping frame just yet. This might be a little bit of a shorter stream tonight. We'll have to see how it goes. But it's more, I need to like stream, or YouTube's going to consider me a dead channel and start cutting down on my views on the algorithm. So I need to stream a little bit. I will probably stream tomorrow and actually start doing the setup. But I didn't want to wait too long before going again. Feeling much, much better than I was 2 days ago. That was a really bad migraine for me. I didn't even have any like visual onsets, which I normally do for really bad migraines. Kind of started feeling out like a caffeine withdrawal or something like that, but it was clearly progressed to it. It's a migraine. It just didn't have the usual start because I don't have headaches that bad unless they are migraines. But didn't miss any work. And I was mostly functional the next day. Work's been going well. I am going to be, I might have a little bit of counseling tomorrow, but currently I don't have anything on schedule for that. So I should be able to get at least, hopefully, a couple hours in tomorrow getting set up. And I'm hoping by the end of the weekend to actually have it completed enough to start braiding. And I've been listening to more audiobooks. Currently listening to the Black Fleet, well, they said trilogy, but apparently there's already 9 books total in that series. Looks like they got audibles from all of them, so I should be able to listen to them while I'm at work. Basically, it's 400 years in the future, and there hasn't been a war between political entities for like over 250 years. So pretty much all the military stuff is kind of getting wound down. And then suddenly, an alien race shows up that just starts taking out planets. So anyway, first book wasn't too bad. A little bit of ways in the second book. And actually, I'm warm enough tonight. Hey, we got 4 people on according to this. Yep, there they come. And yes, I am feeling better. I got a little bit of a headache tonight, but not too bad. Hey, Erica, nice to see you on. Hello, Marmar. Nice to see you here as well. Let me do a quick check, see if anybody's watching over on Rumble other than me. Looks like it's just me over on Rumble at the moment. So, but I'm probably going to go through all of these all at once. That way I've got them cleaned up, even if I don't use all of them on this braid. And I do need a little bit of tweakage on the braid design. Apparently, where I thought I had it lined up, I don't. And I want to make sure that on the repeat, since it's in the middle of a design, that it actually repeats properly. And it isn't going to look weird when I transition from the end of it back to the start. I want it to be a smooth, looks all the same stuff. Still haven't gotten the pen from Rob yet. I'm assuming, since I'm not that far away, that he wasn't able to get them mailed out before he went to the Gundies, which is not a problem. I'm not going to complain about that. It's just when it does get here, I will do an unboxing for it. I'm really looking forward to it arriving. And let's see what else is going on in my life. Going to try and get some of my online constable training done soon. And I'm trying to come up with some decent strategies to overcome my kind of executive dysfunction for projects. So I'm going to try and get a bunch of stuff done on my CNC router relatively soon. Going to also see if I can't get some of the supplies for this, for making the coma, whatnot, 3D printing. Progressing pretty good there. And I'm going to take out my earpiece because I haven't actually figured out how to do it where I can hear myself through it. And it just kind of is like a dull sound. Makes it just feels off when I've got it in if I'm not actually listening to something or someone. And I do want to thank everybody for the kind wishes when I wasn't feeling that great. Speaking of kind wishes, yesterday apparently my dad, who just turned 81 the day before, managed to accidentally, when he was taking his morning pills, managed to accidentally swallow a pill that was still in its foil blister and was having problems breathing and whatnot, and a little bit of bleeding. Went to the hospital. They kept an eye on it for a while. Saw that it wasn't like stuck. And once it actually finally made it into his stomach or whatever, they did an endoscopy thing where they were able to pull it out. And so he no longer has a system. He's doing relatively okay. And my mother, who does better memory-wise than my dad, is going to definitely make sure that when she sets up their daily prescription pill regimen and stuff like that, though in this case it was just an over-the-counter allergy medicine, that when she gets them ready to go, she's going to make sure they're all out of the packets before she puts them in the thing so that this can't happen again. Because it was kind of a stressful thing yesterday following the text from my mom and my sister who's local to him. So, but he's doing pretty good now, so that's a good thing going for that. All right, let's see. Hello there, Ms. Jackson. Nice to see you on. Yep, good to be feeling better. This is actually kind of a different headache. Yesterday, the headache was mostly gone, but I just was feeling weird. Yep, I can't wait for that to arrive. Let's see. And let's see what else. Sorry that I wasn't able to stream. Hopefully, yeah, it was pretty scary. Yep. I've been wanting to stream. I just was like, I was feeling sick and I wasn't going to be able to, wasn't able to talk really well and wasn't feeling up to that. And then it's like, okay, I need to start streaming. So I got that previous stream set up. And then it's like, okay, well, I'm going to stream again. And then the headache hit. So, but like I said, I'm not sure how long I'm going to stream tonight, but I got a few things I can share that should make it hopefully interesting enough that it was worth dropping in for. I've been practicing with my Rubik's Cube stuff. So I'm pretty good at a regular cube now, and I was practicing with 5x5s. And I can get it solved, but I got to keep referring to the algorithms because it's hard to get them all memorized if you don't use the particular ones very often, like it's easy to do with the 3x3 because you use pretty much all of them fairly quickly. The larger cubes, they take longer and longer to solve, and as you get to different sections, you don't always use the exact same algorithms depending on how scrambled the cubes are to begin with. But that's been fun. And got a little bit of programming work done at work, which is fun. Running a long-term job takes like about a month to a month and a half to run it. And we're probably about 3 to 3.5 weeks into it. So another couple of weeks, and then we go back to normal stuff. Also, one of the programming mill guys has decided to leave where I work and go get another job. Apparently, it's a fairly amicable separation, which is always nice rather than a less than amicable one. So things are going to shift a little bit at work. I'm probably going to be doing more programming than I have been, which will make me happier. And I did also re-up my maintenance on my home CAD/CAM software, which is Carveco Maker Plus. Maintenance is a thing with some of the more expensive CAD/CAM softwares. You can like get a monthly subscription or whatever, and sometimes you can buy what they call a perpetual license, but then you have to pay maintenance to keep getting updates, and it's usually less money long term to buy the license and do the maintenance as opposed to doing the monthly thing. And if for whatever reason you can't keep up with the payments and whatnot, you still have access to the software. It's just that you'll go with whatever your current version was and can't update to newer versions. Part of the reason I went ahead and made sure to get the maintenance is they now have a fourth axis ability for the software. So if I get a fourth axis for my router, which is kind of like doing a combination of a lathe and CNC router, I'll have the ability to do that, which is nice. Sorry if I'm not keeping up with the chat. I've been trying to get these cut real quick so I can keep up more with the chat. Let me do that real quick here. Thank you, Ms. Jackson. That's very nice to hear. Thank you, Marmar. It's good to see you too as well. Hey, Valerie. Nice to see you on. Alrighty. So, and now that I'm feeling better, I'm also going to try to make sure to keep hitting the elliptical so that I can start losing weight. Also, now that I got the drill press kind of out of the way in the garage, I've got a pull-up bar out there that I installed that I need to put in one more extra support because currently it kind of twists the rafter a little bit. I want to give it a little more support. Hopefully I'll be able to start using the pull-up bar. Currently I can't do one pull-up yet, but I understand if you keep trying every so often, eventually your body figures out how to do it, and then I can work on doing more of them. The elliptical is great for aerobic and weight loss exercise, but it's not all that great for upper torso work. So, and I'm getting to the point where I'm getting old enough that if I don't get in shape, I'm not going to ever get in shape. And I want to be in much better health as I get older so that I can keep doing the things I want to do and streaming with you wonderful folks. Alrighty. Apparently it's stream of consciousness tonight. And let's see. Also caught Aussie Overlord's earlier stream today about Australia Day. And it's nice listening to him. It's always nice when you can hear somebody who's proud of the country and not afraid to say so. Not saying that, it can do no wrong, but in general, if you're living in a country, hopefully you're happy with your country most of the time. I'm overall, I'd say probably 80-90% happy with my country. There are definitely things I would like to improve with it. But overall, it's probably a lot closer to what I would like to live with in most other places I could go to. And I also admit that while I would like to learn other languages, I'm not really good at that. I did try learning Klingon, Gaelic, Spanish, and German. And I've got a few phrases in each, but that's about it. For Scots Gaelic, it's Kimera Ha'u, Haguma Takpila, Kimera Ha'u Hain, which is like, hi, how are you? I'm fine, how are you? I'm doing great, or something along those lines is the translation there. Spanish, I can speak a few words and kind of understand some simple phrases. German, probably not as much as Spanish, though it was later on when I took the class. And Klingon, the only phrase I remember from that is Nukpach, which is, where do you keep the chocolate? Which I think is probably the most important phrase in Klingon. And we're getting close to being done here. All right. Catch up on chat real quick here a second. And work has been a touch hectic for the last bit, and I've been getting done a bit late. Just keep missing streams. Haven't gone back to see what questions and answers were from MarsCon. Oh. If you have any questions about MarsCon, please feel free to ask. Yep, there is a Klingon dictionary, which has some language in it, and it's from somebody who works for the show, so the language they use is the language they have on the show. Can't help you with Elvish, but I think you can learn Gaelic through some of the different teaching software. I also know somebody in my SCA Mongolian household who also knows how to speak Gaelic. And he would probably be the one I would work with if I wanted to spend more time on it. One thing I do know is that Welsh is not Gaelic. A friend of mine at the time actually learned how to speak conversational medieval Welsh. And she would continually run into people who, when they found out she spoke Welsh, would say, oh, I'd love to learn Gaelic. And it's like, eventually she got into a mantra that was like, Welsh is not Gaelic, Welsh is not Gaelic, Welsh is not Gaelic. They're actually different branches of the Celtic language tree. There's like a P Celtic and a Q Celtic, and Irish Gaelic, Scots Gaelic, and Manx are the one branch, and the other is Welsh, Breton, and did I get Manx wrong? Anyway, there's like 6 languages in the Celtic language family tree, and one of them uses vowels as consonants. That's the Gaelic family. And there's another that uses consonants as vowels, and that's the Welsh family. Which is why when you see Welsh written down, there's like tons and tons of letters for not that long of spoken words, and there's very few vowels in there, and they have like double D's and stuff like that create vowel sounds in the language. Why they did that, I have no idea. But anyway. And let me catch up with chat real quick here. Hey, Phoenix Fire, nice to see you on. Welcome, welcome. Okay, Duolingo. Not familiar with that one, but I'll keep an eye out for it. But yeah, the languages I've kind of been learning as of late are basically how to program stuff, which is essentially a language that you tell the machine to get it to do what you want it to do. So I'm actually not bad reading and speaking G-code. Though the particular flavors for different types of machines does tend to be kind of specific. I found out not too long after I started working at the current place, our big 5-foot by 10-foot bed router is from a company called Anderson. And they apparently had multiple spindles for some of their router models. So the G code they like to use, normally for the majority of machines, G code M3 is starting up your spindle in clockwise motion, M4 is counterclockwise motion, and M5 is turning your spindle off. So if you have a line that has those commands in it, if it has like an M3 S1200 or 12,000, what it does is it turns on your spindle in clockwise motion and brings the spindle speed up to whatever RPM you have in there. But the Anderson routers, their G code is M13, M14, and M15 for those same functions, which is unexpected if you are looking at the code to try and figure out what's going on, and you haven't run across it before. But yeah, if you look up G code on Wikipedia, it's pretty good. Gives you what the G letters and M letters mean. It says G code, but there's actually a bunch of different letters in it. Mainly G0 tells your spindle to move across its work area as determined by the X, Y, and Z directions you give it. At the fastest speed the machine will run, it's called a rapid. And then G1 is where you tell it a specific feed rate you want it to run, and it'll go to whatever X, Y, and Z coordinates you feed it in at that feed rate. And that's what you usually use for doing straight line cuts. And then there is G2, which causes your spindle to move in clockwise arcs. And G3 has your spindle moving in counterclockwise arcs. Hey, got them all cut. And like I said, M codes are a little more malleable than G codes. Like I said, most systems, it's fairly standardized. There's some variations for like the lower numbers, like M3, M4, and M5. M6 is where you tell it to change from one tool number to another. But there's simple routers only have like one tool at a time, so you can't give it a tool change. And then some special, some machines have their own M codes for like really high numbers. There was a Makiko mill I used that had like an M code in like the 500 range that would turn on a coolant pump that would run coolant through your tool and spindle. So anyway, sorry, let me catch up real quick again. Favorite phase so far is Coffee, which means light coffee. Okay. Welsh and Icelandic look like scrambled alphabets to me. Yep, I can see that. Icelandic is so difficult. It really hasn't changed much since the Vikings settled there. Okay. The hardest language, from what I understand, for a lot of people is Russian, because a lot of the letters look like English, similar to English letters, but sound nothing like them. So, my dad had a friend, a mechanic, that was from Iceland. It was funny hearing him swear. I don't know the words, but the tone and gesture were pretty clear. Okay. All right. I'm going to move some of this stuff out of the way. Like I said, I'm not really going to start in with the putting the threads on the spindles and working up tonight. Not sure how long I'm actually going to stream, but let me show you some other stuff real quick. Oops. No more out of the way, so I'm not so far out of the camera angle. There we go. All right. So my MarsCon badge, actually, it's probably too much light here. Let me turn that off. There we go. my MarsCon badge. Get that out of the way here. And Tower of Silence, which is the latest book in the saga of Forgotten Warrior. And I did get it signed. Alrighty. I learned Spanish in high school. Forgotten most. Good thing is I mastered English. I still haven't mastered English yet. So, this is a 5x5 cube. And I just knocked the mouse off. Let's see. Fortunately, I don't think I crashed anything. That's good. Let me move these off here so they don't fall off. I'm just going to throw them off and make noise. But yeah, to start warping it up, I need to get another zip tie, get the D-rings ready to go. So I will have that stuff ready tomorrow for the next stream. Pretty sure like 90% I will stream tomorrow, probably before Rob's stream. I did find out that one of these works pretty good as a counterbalance. Alrighty, catch up with chat real quick. Let me make sure that this is thoroughly scrambled. And let's see. And there goes the counterweight. Alrighty. Alright, let me catch up here. Braid was extremely well received. Larry said that it was absolutely freaking cool, and that when he got home, he was going to put it on his wall of cool stuff. So I was very happy about that. I did get a chance to talk to him like 3 different times. Longest was for about 5 to 7 minutes or so at the end of a panel. And once I gave him the braid, and then once I got a picture taken with him. Speaking of which, I did show this on the stream before, but let me, since you didn't catch it before, let me go ahead and all right, and let me see, there we go. So yeah, I got a picture with Larry. All right. So we are starting at 29 minutes into the stream. Let's see, can you guys see that well enough, or do you want a little bit of extra light? Let's see. Is that too much? Yeah, that's too much light. Let me turn it down some. There we go. So looks like you can see the colors there. Thank you, Erica. Yes, it was pretty cool. Oh, and like I said, I don't think I said it, but I gave out probably about 10 to 15 business cards. All right, so first we start with one side, and we want to get this 3x3 square all the same. All the same color. We're starting out with white. All right. So these start out relatively easy, but then start getting a little more difficult as time goes on. All right. And okay, so I got up to 6 there. All right. And that one there. And there we go. All right, so we got our first face. Thank you, Miss Jackson. I appreciate that. And so now that I got white here, I need to do yellow here. So for the odd number cubes, where it's like 3, 5, 7 along an edge, the center faces do not change. They are always the same relationship. So on this one, white is always opposite yellow, green is always opposite of blue, and orange is always opposite of red. So that's what I got to work around. So I've got the white here, so I need to do the yellow here. And let's see. Usually what I've found is I can get that relatively easily. Okay, and drop that back down. I got to keep this from getting disorganized while I do this one. All right, and okay, so up there, around, back down. Okay, and so I can go this way around without too much of an issue. I want this to match here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate that, and I'm going to go back there. There we go. And up there, got the white there, but I got to move it back down. All right, so next I'm going to get the last one here. All right, so drop this down, rotate it back up, and there we go. There's the yellow line I need. And then I can't just move this up here, because if I do, then that'll be up here. So what I do is I'll move this up this way, rotate it 180. When I go back, there we go. So I got white and yellow. Now the fun part, this is not the easiest one I do. Hey, Joe Reese, nice to see you on. All right, so green is next. Let's go with green. Alrighty, so there we go there. And all right. There we go, got a green face. So we'll try red next. All right, so and okay. This one here, where it's from here to here, there is an algorithm in here that I can use, which is why I have this here. This is the teaching me algorithm. Okay, so that's the one I need to do here. So what I need to do is, all right. So I have, go. All right, so got it like this. And the two upper layers, one move counterclockwise, the rightmost counterclockwise that I move up to here. So horizontal is this middle row here. So one clockwise, left 180, middle counterclockwise, left 90 degrees clockwise, middle one counterclockwise, left 90 degrees clockwise, one counterclockwise, and then 180 degrees, and then horizontal clockwise, left is clockwise, horizontal one clockwise, left clockwise, and then right clockwise, and top here 90 degrees. There we go. Yeah, we're red there, we're green there. All right, so I just have orange and blue. All right, so We'll move that there and there. And there we go. All right, now if I remember the right way to do this. All right, so go that way, then that way. Ah, yep, that was it. So then I rotate it this way and, whoops, got to go that way, blue to blue. There we go. Now we got all our faces done. So we got blue, red, green, orange, white, or yellow and white. All right, now what I got to do is I need to get these three here along the edges all matching up. And this algorithm I mostly have memorized. So what it is this one will go here, and this one will go up here for the moves I'm going to do. I can do it either side. So I just have to find the stuff, the matching ones. So, all right, yellow. Let's try yellow and green. All right, so I need to find a yellow and green. There we go. There's a yellow and green there. Got to make sure it's the right side of it. Okay, so green and yellow. This is center is green and yellow. So that needs to go there. And do I have blue and yellow? That's, there's a blue and yellow. And okay, so green and yellow goes to here, and this blue and yellow goes up here. So it's a fairly simple algorithm. So we go two that way, one this way, one this way, one that way, two that way, and then one that way. So now I have the two yellows there, and I do have the yellow and blue here. It's parity error, which I might fix later, but all right, so next one I need to do is another yellow and green. There it is. And I need it there. And let's see. We've got blue and orange. All right, so it rotates that way. So I need blue and orange. Okay, there's a blue and orange. Okay, and all right. So I think that's the right orientation. So this is just a mirror image of that. So 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, and 1. Yep, got it there. All right, so let's see if I can find the other blue and orange. Get that one in place. All right, there's the blue and orange. All right, so I need to, okay, there we go. Blue and orange will go there. And so I'm looking for a red and, a red and blue. Let's see. Ah, there's a red and blue. Let's see. And there we go. A red and blue here. So we'll do this again. 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, and 1. Did the parity error there, and I screwed that one up. I must have made a change and didn't realize what I was doing. So, all right. Let's try this again. We'll do red and white. All right, there is a red and white there. And yeah, I'm not going to worry about it for the first couple here. So we'll just there we go, red and white there. Let's find the other red and white. There we go. And there we go. So I have two edges now. I have the green and yellow and the red and white. All right, okay, so here's the blue and orange. I think that was the one I was going for. So let's find the blue and orange one. Ah, there it is. Okay, blue and orange goes there. All right, yellow and red. Let's go ahead and see if we can't. Okay, there's the yellow and red. It's going to go to that yellow and red there. Might be the parity error, but I can fix that. So 1 or 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, and 1. There we go. So I got 3 edges now. And alrighty. Let's go for blue and white. Okay. And where's the other blue and white one? There we go. And all right, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, and 1. There we go. Let me catch up with chat. I know it's been a little bit, so I apologize for that. Oh, no new chats. Okay, no worries. All right, so we are getting closer there. All right, so blue and red edge pieces, and there's one there. Okay, blue and red, and there we go. And that one is ready for the other side. So let's just move that around. Up there and there. So, all right. So orange and white. Okay. Orange and white, orange and white. And 1. That's 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, and 1. There we go. All right. And there's the other orange. Oh. Go for that. And let's see, orange and yellow. We're actually getting fairly close, believe it or not. All right, so all right, so got orange and yellow there, and 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, and 1. Okay. All right, so okay. And 2, 1, 1, 1, 2. All right, and orange and yellow there. Go for that. And 1 or 2, 1, 1. Okay, we're getting close. Green and white. There's green and white. And yellow and red. Now, that's got a parity error, so 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1. Right, there we go for that. And let's see. There's a red and yellow. There we go. Oops. There we go. And let's see if we can't fix another parity error. Okay, that'll work. And where's the other red and yellow? There we go. 2, 1, 1, 1, 2. There we go. We're getting closer. All right, so I'm looking for blue and yellow. I know this has taken a while. I apologize for that. All right, there we go. And two, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1. And go there. All right, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, and 1. There we go. All right, we're getting really close. Almost all the edges are lined up. Okay, so I need a green and red. There we go. So is that just the last two there? Looks like it. All right. So they both have a parity error. Let me see if I can. All right, so always screws me up when I do this. I originally learned with a different set of instructions, and okay. All right, this looks like the one I want. So this move here, 6H, is going to fix this parity error here. So what I will do is left counterclockwise, up 2, left counterclockwise, up 2, face 2, left counterclockwise, face 2, right clockwise, up 2, right counterclockwise, up 2, left 180. There we go. Now we're just 2 parity errors, and then we are almost done with this. All right, so this is the standard parity error move that I'm used to. So we're going to fix this edge here, and right 180, whoops, back 180, up 180, left 90 clockwise, up 180, right 90 counterclockwise, up 180, right 90 clockwise, up 180, face 180, right clockwise, face 180, left counterclockwise, back 180, and right 180. Okay, so that's fixed there. So we do the same thing this side. 180. You can see why I don't have these all memorized as of yet. There we go. All right, so now all of my edges, this is equivalent to a 3x3 cube, so I can solve it the traditional way now. So, all right. And blue, green edge, there we go there. And, oops. Let's see, the green edge needs to go on that face. There we go. And now I just need the orange one. There we go. All right, so top, we've got the cross here, and the edge pieces are matching up the colors. So now I need to get the corner pieces, which is relatively easily. This one should go. And green and red goes over here. And there we go. We have all white on this face, and the side edges match the colors here. So now we need to get these ones matching up. So that's one edge there. All right, this one's stuck in the wrong spot, so I'm going to move it. Well, it's in the right spot, but it's facing the wrong direction. So I need to swap it out for another one. Then I can put the right one in place. There we go. And there we go for that edge. And we are 95% done. So now I have the top face, I have all the side faces, and it's just the bottom face here that we need to do. So the algorithms for here are pretty simple. And there we go. I've got my yellow cross here. So get that yellow edge there. So there we go. Now I've got all yellow here. Now I just need to get this edge to fit. So I need to get two corners lined up, and then there's a move to get those lined up, which is there we go. And so these corners match. This edge is good. I just need to get these three fixed. So and ta-da, we are done. Thank you for your patience. I hope that wasn't too boring for you, but our cube is solved. And that took about 25 minutes, so thank you for your patience for that. No worries on that. I appreciate you folks enjoying that. Didn't lose too many people. We've been running about 6 to 8 people. Let me check the Rumble side. I haven't checked there for a bit. I apologize. Hey, we got 2 people watching over there. No chats. Let me bump it to live there. All right, so I've been doing about an hour. Like I said at the start of the next stream, which will probably be tomorrow late afternoon, early evening before Friday Night Frenzy. I'll probably set up a redirect to forward into that. Is what I'll do for that. And while I am thinking about it, let me see if I can't set up a redirect for this stream. See if anybody else is streaming now. All right, so let's go to live and edit and customization and redirect. Let's add that. Oh, okay. It looks like Uncivil Law is got a stream going right now. If you folks don't mind that, I will send you to there. And save that. All right. Anybody need anything else before we go? Like I said, I will try and get back to normal streaming tomorrow. Oh, real quick before I do, I will go ahead and bring this up here. All right, so theoretically, once I get the first one, this is going to be the first of the repeat moves. So what I need to do is get it to where it goes from this, and then actually, I'm probably going to start for 10 as a repeat. So this would be like the last move for the end of it. But we'll just go ahead and work our way through real quick. And this will be like about 9 to 76 or something like that. And that'll be like the last one. And I'll just reset back to the beginning, which will then be set for this one, whatever the matching one is. All righty. So I want to say thanks to everybody who stopped in. I appreciate that. And I will try and get back to my normal streaming tomorrow. I'm assuming that was the Rubik's Cube that looks complicated. Actually, I think it's Rubik's Professor or whatever. They have a couple of different names for the ones just a couple up from 3. Let me get to the beginning. 4, 5. Okay, there we go. I just had it flipped upside down. Okay, so this is the. Oops, I'm not showing you what I'm looking at. I apologize. All right, so this is actually the Professor Cube. The 4x4 is supposed to be Rubik's Revenge, but I think the largest cube I've seen is a 17 by 17 by 17. Hey, no problem, Mrs. Jackson. You're welcome on anytime. Glad to have everybody here who wants to be here. We'll try and be as friendly as we can, answer the questions we can, and share what we can. So, and I'll go ahead and end the stream then. And as always, everybody, stay safe and happy braiding.